Thanks for joining us here on Capitol Tonight. I'm Kathryn Gisi.
You may have seen this live video posted to O'Rourke's Facebook page.
You've been against the president's border wall from the get-go. In the Texas Capitol this past session, SB 21 was passed. Climate change, we've seen protests happening all over the world today, and gun safety, of course, that continues to be a huge talking point.
Supporters say it's about saving lives.
Folks expect him to hold on to his seat.
Yeah, and I mentioned that major concern of Republicans of what's being called catch and release immigration.
Given your shirt, do I even need to ask you who you felt like tonight's winner was?
The consensus from the streets.
It's too far out, ain't no stores around there.
Keith Jones has been homeless in Austin for 15 years. In that time, he says he's never seen government cleanups like this.
If they want me to leave, they're going to have to kill me and drag my dead body out here.
Even those who say they won't go to the plot of state land that Governor Greg Abbott has opened up to the homeless say something needs to be done.
Open up more shelters, you know, and I'm talking about the Arch downtown. That's a zoo.
To encourage folks to come to this 5-acre space near the airport.
We've got a whole lot of water here. And
Cap Metro has allocated a bus to transport people.
And you see what I got going over here.
But no one has boarded the bus. And from what we've counted, there are no more than 6 people living here. One of the few, Robert Rhodes.
Like I said, don't mind the mess.
Homeless for years, Rhodes says he's happier here than where he used to take up residence in the woods.
No wind comes in or very little wind.
He says he's grateful the governor has offered up this space and would like a bit more company.
Well, I'd love to see more people come out here. I don't know why everybody's so down on this place. This is freaking awesome.
More frequently than new tenants come volunteers from agencies like the Salvation Army. David Riordan delivered food to the state homeless camp. He agrees this site is too far from more available services. All the more reason, he says, to pay the few people here a visit.
If we're going to solve the homeless problem eventually, ever, it's going to be one relationship at a time, and that's what I attempt to do.
Meanwhile, the cleanups out here will continue on a weekly basis, according to the governor's office.
I've been through hell. Hell is not a nice place.
Not welcome news to those living on the streets, but hopeful that state and city leaders can come up with a more permanent plan that works.
We're going to go over this.
It's a simple handout meant to help these people during Thanksgiving dinner.
Good morning, my name is Christoph.
And come Thursday, Christoph Piekarski says he'll be prepared.
My partner asked me not to bring up the presidency or presidential politics at the family table.
He'll be at his girlfriend's family dinner, breaking bread with people on the opposite side of the political spectrum. So he came to this Better Angels workshop to learn how to have healthy dinner dialogue, instead of just biting his tongue.
What goes wrong when you try to have these conversations?
The group formed in 2016 and seeks to promote understanding across the country's wide partisan divide. Moderator Norman Caterlin says most folks enter a political debate with a couple of expectations. One,
if he only understood the facts and my perspective, he would see the truth.
second, that facts will be agreed upon.
Okay.
And third, that both parties will have the same level of openness to have the debate in the first place. He says abandon those expectations and listen.
Want to be heard, too. Okay.
Caterlin says unsavory political debates around the dinner table are a tale as old as time.
Uncle John is coming again, and he's going to be a curmudgeon about this. And this is a way of helping people try to get past that.
Not by avoiding political banter, but by practicing it.
Okay, ready? Set.
You approach me first.
Go!
At this seminar, everyone got a chance to role play both the Republican and the Democrat dinner guest. How to have constructive conversations about hot button issues like gun control and immigration. Piekarski says it's been helpful to get some rounds in ahead of the big dinner.
She said it's very important for her that I don't cause any discomfort.
Instead, with some new ideas to depolarize the dinner table, he's hoping to leave with a full belly, an invitation for next year, and some constructive conversation.
I'll emphasize the word constructively.